What is going on, you guys? Blaze over here, Blue Chip Athletic Club. Today we're going to be talking through a plyo day for my former athletes. You'll probably like this, and for others, what I want you to do is I want you to come into these days with an open mind. What it's going to do is help build your coordination, your balance, and again, keep you out of a nursing home, keep you moving, doing things outside, performing in sports, you name it. It's going to help you in more ways than one. A mentor of mine once said you used to get fit to play, you used to play to get fit when you're a kid. And as you kind of age and get into your adulthood, you need to get fit to play. And that's kind of what we're doing. We're getting fit to play, keep playing, whether that's beer league sports with your kids or whatever that thing kind of looks like as you're well into your later years, kind of getting fit like my grandfather Merle, who's 84 and still plays basketball at 20-year-old. So that is why we're doing these things. I want to get you into your plyo day here. We're going to do a little warm up, go knee 90s, get ups, and bird dogs. We'll work. We'll just go 10 reps of each, and I'll get you kind of working through these. So what I got going on here, knee 90s. Again, if you want to plant your hands behind you, you can. Drop your knees down if you want to lean over that front foot, and then we'll work side to side, 5 per side for a total of 10. Next, we'll work those get-ups. We'll work the get-ups. And then I'm just going to come here. If you want to go no hands, you can. Get up on one side, all the way up off of the ground. Come all the way back down. I like to not use my hands at all as I'm working through this damn thing. All the way up, all the way down. If you can go no hands the whole way, that's great. 10 of those. And then we'll get into our bird dogs here, which, if you remember from the other day, we'll be here in that flat tabletop. We'll go opposite arm, opposite leg, nice big drive, and then we'll work the other way. Opposite arm, opposite leg, nice big reach. And you're working to stay really, really tight here in your core as you work through. So 10 of all of those, 5 aside, and then we'll get into our warm-up here. So for a plyo day, we need to get a nice, good dynamic warm-up in. We're going to go marches, A skips, RDL to figure 4, and some wall runners to get our heart rate kind of going. Marches, super simple. All we're going to do is kind of march in place. It's really, really important, though, to make sure that your hands are following your legs in the right cadence. So if my left leg is coming up, my right hand is meeting myself here, and I'm in this really, really athletic stance. And then I'm going to just alternate side to side and march my feet. Now, if you want to make it a little bit more dynamic, you can come up, and as you switch, you can switch, and then you can push and add a little bounce. That gets you kind of going. And I just want you to work. We'll probably just go, 10 seconds or so, and then I want you to kind of take a little bit, 45 seconds, maybe even 50 for a full minute recovery before we kind of go into the next one. These plyometric moves are going to be really, really quick hitting, really, I'll call snappy. The whole point is to kind of get you prepped for movement and kind of have you working your brain and maybe breaking your brain at the same time. So marches to start. Next ones are going to be our A skips. Now these are, again, a huge coordination drill. It took me a long time to kind of figure out how my hands are going to be working, how my feet are going to be working for this, but it's basically a build up from that march. So we were marching here side to side, and now what I want to do is we're going to hop here, working side to side. Now you can do this in place, or you can do it as you're moving forward. And again, the more snappy and aggressive, and we'll call like strict with your 90-degree angles here, the better. I don't want you to be the person tearing a hamstring going down to first base in a softball or baseball, or whatever you're doing kind of as an adult, kickball even. So what you'll be doing here, I like to kind of snap, really work that. You're going to kind of bounce here on your toes, use the usable space that you got, and again, work just for like 10 or so seconds, recover, and we'll do a couple rounds of those and get you going. The next one's going to be an RDL to a figure 4. So we'll be working, I like to do this here where I got room. I'm going to shoot my leg back here, almost like I'm kicking the back of the wall. And then I'm going to bring that same leg here, and I'm just going to kind of squat down in what I'll call that like tree pose for yoga. And then we'll take a couple steps forward. And then I like to bring that knee up. I'm going to drive that leg back. Ooh, almost fall over. And then here, and then I'm going to sit in that figure 4. And I'm just going to work, let's go like 3 or 4 per side, and then we'll come back. Our next move here is going to be our wall runners. Now this is going to get our heart rate kind of going. What I need you to do is get yourself up on a wall. If you don't have access to a wall, you can use a tree. You can use a fence. You can use kind of anything that you're going to be able to lean and push into, and that's going to be the goal. So for me, I've got my wall here right off to my side. I'm going to shoot my feet back so I have like a little bit of an angle into the wall, maybe like 45 degrees or so. And then I'm going to bring my left leg here up into this 90-degree angle. And then I'm just going to fire off one leg at a time with a quick switch. So I'll be here, 1, here, 2, here, 3, here, 4. After we do 4 of those total, I want you to do a quick 2 steps. So it'll be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. After you do that, I want you to go 1, back to the other side, and then we'll go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we'll be ready to rock for our movement here. I'm starting to get sweaty. So we're going to work power and sprint intervals for us today. So first one we're going to do is our squat jumps. Now, if jumping is not your bag, you're like, hey, dude, I don't know the last time I jumped. This is something that I'm a little bit uncomfortable with. That's okay. What I want you to do is I want you to focus on the pace at which you're moving from the ground up, not necessarily the height you're getting up off the ground. But for our squat jumps, we're going to work 3 explosive hops, 3 explosive movements, and we're only going to do 3 of them. We're going to do 3 rounds of that, but we're just going to do our 3, and then we're going to take about a minute off. So we'll be here. I'll show you this. You can load these or not if you want to. What I suggest is a very, very light load. Maybe start with 2.5 pounds, 5 pounds in each hand, and then work your way up if you want to. So you'll be down here. What I like to do is when I get into my squat jumps, I like to kind of use my hands here as my lever. And I'll start getting myself ready to go. I'll come down and then squat up all the way up, and then I'll kind of reset, catch myself down and up, and I'll work for all 3 of my reps. I'll take a second, and then I'll work the other 2 rounds. So we're going to do all 3, we'll call straight sets today, all the squat jumps. So you end up doing 9 squat jumps before we move on to our next movement pattern, which is going to be our split leg lunge hop. Again, we just make all these names up, which I'm sure you're starting to gather now. So I'm going to go into what I call my runner stance or lunge stance here. I'm going to have right foot back, left foot forward. All I'm going to do is I'm going to meet myself down here in a lunge. Now, I don't want your knee on the ground. I want you to kind of hover it. And then whenever you're ready, you're going to use your hands. You're going to pop up and switch your legs in the air. So it'll be here. You'll be here all the way up and down, all the way up and down. And you'll work for the full 3 reps per side for 3 rounds. Again, once you finish 3 reps per side for a total of 6, you'll take a rest. Give yourself a minute. Give yourself 2 minutes. Take your time. When we're doing these, I want you to focus on, hey, how high can I get? And again, if you're not a jumper, what I want you to do here is it'll be, hey, how quick can I get myself into that other lunge? Really, really fast, trying to make it a dynamic movement. Next one's going to be our skater hops. This is lateral, side to side. So we've done skater hops before, in this program. What we're going to do is we're going to work on the catch when we're on the outside of the hop. So I want you to work on, hey, how far laterally can I jump? And then how do I catch myself here without falling or tipping, and really, really catch yourself in that hop? So the way it's going to look, I'm going to be here, and I'm going to push off, hop over, and I'm going to catch and hold. And I'll wait, a couple seconds, get myself leveled up, and then I'm going to go back to the other side. Here, catch, wait. Again, we'll do 3 rounds, 3 per side, and then we'll take between rounds about a minute or 2 away before we get going. After we finish our skater hops, I want you to go to your interval sprints. Today, interval sprints are going to be a Tabata style, so we're going to go 8 rounds total. It's going to be 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. It'll take you 4 minutes to do, and I want you to go super, super hard effort. Now, you can sprint on a treadmill, you can sprint outside, you can sprint on an echo bike, you can do it on a rower, do it on a skier. stair climber, whatever your sprinting apparatus becomes, what I want you to do is just make sure that you're really, really pushing the envelope for that 20 seconds of work, and then you take your 10 seconds of recovery. Trust me, you're going to need it. Really, really take that time to recover, and in 4 minutes, you'll be dripping sweat and wondering what kind of happened to you. So that is our plyo day for today. Good luck. Let me know how you guys do, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.